Hi, thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be painting this easy little cozy log cabin design. So for supplies, I have Princeton Select size 3 round brush. For the watercolors, I'm using Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolors that I have in this palette here. And in addition to that, I just have a jar of water and some paper towel, and that's all we need to get started. For this one, I wanted a brown with a little bit of a red tint, kind of like a brick exterior, so adding some red to it to really deepen it and make it look more like a brown brick color. So we'll go in and do the main outline of the house here. Just outline everything and then add water after. And being really careful around the doorway and the windows because I want those to be white. You can always go in with like a white paint pen after if you accidentally kind of color over them, or you could put some kind of like resist masking so that you can just peel it off when you're done. But I like to make it more complicated for myself apparently, so I just do it this way. And I also don't have anything like that resist stuff right now. And since it's taking me quite a while to do the outlines, I'm going to start dropping in water as I go because I don't want the lines to get too crispy, crunchy. So I'm going to keep them flowing with some water. And then back to finishing the outline. Can be kind of nice to let them dry a little bit though, because then you get a bit more of a detailed edge around it. So it's not really a bad thing. It just depends on the look you're going for. I still want them to spread a bit, but I do want them to show up a bit more defined. So I like to let them dry a little bit, but not all the way. Grabbing more water here, and fill that all in. And then dropping a bit more color around the edges just to make sure we really have that defined darkening. Get some nice shading and depth going. And then I'm going to do the same on the little chimney. Just a little outline. And then some water to the center. Oop. Not that much. Dry off my brush and take some of that. That was a big blob. And while that dries, I'm going to go in and do the door, which is going to be the same, but with a bit more brown. So I'm just going to mix some of this color and the brown. Just going to go do the door. So again, outline and then use some water to fill that in. I'm going to go in and add some detail after this dries, so don't worry too much about the door. We'll add some little wood paneling lines to it after. Now while the house is drying, I'm going to go add the tiny little windows. So for this one, you could use the detail brush, but I'm going to try to challenge myself to see if I can do it with this brush. I'm going to make some room in one of these colors for a little bit of yellow to show the nice glowing windows inside. So it's going to be yellow with a bit of orange, a nice warm indoor light that we get in November when it's dark outside and everyone's got their candles on and nice cozy lighting. Love to see it. So there's some yellow. Keeping it quite a bit more concentrated this time because I want a lot of control to do these little detailed windows. So I'm just going to do some little squares here, but go down to make sure that they match. So I'm just going around and matching the lines from one to the next, leaving a gap between for where the window will be. Like that. Just filling those in as carefully as you can. And if you really run across it, you can always try to add some white paint later on. Sometimes I'll use gouache. It's a little bit like a mix between watercolor and acrylic, so it can be nice to add details or for adding white over top of things. But this isn't too bad. I think that turned out okay. And then over here, we'll go with the same approach, but I'll just fill them in the whole way for each little square this time. Oh, I love the cozy little windows, just like brings the house to life. Now I'm going to go in and do a really watered down version of very, very light blue to just kind of add some dimension to the edges of the snow. So I want it to look like there is snow on the top of the house and around the windowsills. So taking a little bit of that blue, and I want to go for a bit of the smoky color, taking a tiny bit of black too. Just to create a bit of shading, basically. That's all we're doing here. So taking that color, and we're just going to put very light edge around the roof where the snow is. I'm going to go all the way around and do that, and then just use some water to spread it out. Some very diluted, very, very light. And then grab that water and drop it all through the shape. Wipe off my brush and pick some of that up from the center to give it that nice round look. And so it's more concentrated on the edges. Do the same to the top of the chimney here. It just looks a little bit snow-capped. And while that dries, I'm going to get some really, really watered down tan. So basically just take some of what I have here and wipe some of it up and add some water. And I just want to give a really, really light wash around the outside of the door frame. So in there, don't want a lot of color at all. I just don't want it to be entirely white space. So just going in really light here. And similar thing around the windows. But keeping it very, very light so it's barely there, just not to be totally white space. Making sure that our underlayer was completely dry, but my windows were so small and not very watered down, so they're pretty dry by the time I went in there. And I'm just going to add a bit more of a harder line at the bottom here to define the end of the door frame. And now taking some brown with the very, very tip of my brush to add a little bit of wood paneling here, so just showing some slats of wood. So going really, really thin, and do 2 lines. So it looks like the door is made of 3 panels, kind of breaking the line here, just making it look really natural. And then taking a bit more brown to do a teeny tiny doorknob here, just a little dot where a doorknob would be. take a little bit more of that brown and add a tiny bit of detail around the edges. And just kind of fiddle with it to get the look you want to finish. You could even do some lines here, maybe to create some bricks on the chimney. That might be a good idea. Let's do like a couple lines like this, offsetting them so that they look like a nice brick pattern. If you don't love it, you can also kind of wash them back out, so either way works. Nice thing about watercolor is until it's really dry, you're not fully committed to anything. Most things you can at least backpedal on a little bit. And I'll grab some more of that outline color for the snow to add just a bit more shading here on the bottom edge where the snow would really be hanging over the cabin. And the chimney there. Right, so that is pretty much it.